Hello, and welcome to your virtual pampering experience. Thank you so much for just letting me take the time to walk you through your facial packet that I sent you in the mail. I so look forward to hopefully your skin feels just as amazing as mine does. So you guys get to see me. I'm going to do it with you, okay? So it's kind of like follow along with me. Kind of the agenda of what we're going to do. I would love to just quickly introduce myself, share a little bit about Mary Kay, the company itself, just some fun facts that I would love for you to know. Then I'll get into the product that I sent you. And then I'm going to walk you through how to do it step by step. Okay. So what you're going to, I forgot, we are going to do a charcoal mask at one point, which takes about 10 minutes for it to dry and do what it needs to do. So I did include some paperwork in your packet. So have that handy as well with the writing utensil. And what else? You're going to need to have a bowl of water. Okay. Or be close by your sink. That's fine too. And a washcloth. I think I provided one in your packet, but a washcloth is always good as well. And then at the very end, I'm going to share some specials that are available to you because you're letting me pamper you, even if it's just watching this video. And then you'll be all done, okay? And your face will feel amazing. Okay, so real fast, my name is Jessica. Let's see, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have three kids, a 19-year-old, 17-year-old, and a 10-year-old. I've been married for 24 years. I have been doing Mary Kay now as a full career for the last 15 years, you guys. Nobody grows up saying, I'm going to be a Mary Kay consultant. And it just kind of creeps into your life. So I actually was a special education teacher. And in 2009, my husband lost his job. That's when the economy crashed, right? And he was one of those people. So my teaching job was trying to pay for all of our bills, which was definitely not enough money. So my friend, about 6 months prior to that, introduced me to the Mary Kay products. And you guys, I fell in love with them. And I bought some from her here and there, but I was on a teacher salary. So I wasn't able to buy all the things that I truly wanted. And then when my husband lost his job, she came to me and she's like, Jessica, you can do Mary Kay with me and it will help you make some side money. Man, at first, I told her, no way. I don't like sales. I'm shy, don't know much about the products. Um, that scares me, right? All the things that scare me about running my own business that I knew nothing about. But my finances were not changing. I was on a salaried income. That wasn't going to change. And so the coolest thing that happened is I said yes to Mary Kay. Okay. It was super scary. I didn't know who my customers were going to be. I knew that I was going to get a discount on the product. And I did in the back of my mind know that I had a mom and a sister and five good friends and five cousins. And I bet you I can get them to love this product just as much as I do too. And then I might have a small customer base. So that was my original thought process when I started my business. But here I am, you guys, 15 years later, I ended up quitting my teaching job to pursue Mary Kay more full time because I earned my first free car with Mary Kay 2 years into my business. That was exciting because I was still working as a full-time teacher and doing Mary Kay on the side with two little kids at home. And I thought to myself, if I can do that, working part-time in Mary Kay, like what happens if I do it full-time? So in that second year into Mary Kay, I quit my teaching job to pursue directorship, which is just to teach other women how to do the business part of Mary Kay. Because I went to school to be a teacher, right? So I love teaching, and I'm so excited I get to teach you skincare tonight. So long story short, in the 15 years that I've been in Mary Kay, since I quit my teaching job, I have now earned 5 free cars with Mary Kay. You do know you could earn free cars, right? Everybody knows of that pink Cadillac up there. My goal poster, I haven't got to that one yet, but I have earned 5 free cars, which is really exciting and has been a blessing to my family. And I've been able to maintain without a second job for the last 12 years with Mary Kay. And honestly, you guys, it's more than just maintain. I actually doubled my teaching salary in my Mary Kay business. So anyway, that's really exciting. That's a little bit about me and how I even came into this Mary Kay. So thank you so much for taking the time and just learning about the company and the products. And yes, let's get to it. So the company, real quick, Mary Kay Ash, she was a woman who started our company 60 years ago. The reason why I like to share this story with you is because if you choose to purchase any products from me, then that means you're investing in a company that is growing, right? So if a company is growing, I love to support companies that have a heart and are doing good things for the world. So I want to share with you how Mary Kay is doing good things for the world. So Mary Kay Ash, she started her company 60 years ago. She was a woman with 3 kids, just like myself, and she was in retirement age. Her husband left her after the war. She was a single mom, and back in her working years, most women weren't supposed to work back then, right? They didn't work normally. They just stayed home and took care of the kids, and the man was the one who made all the income. But she was forced to have to work, and she was really good at what she did. And she worked for a selling company, a different one, and was great at it. So great that she would train men, and then those men would be promoted above her. So she got frustrated after working there for many years. She eventually saved up enough money to retire early, and she was going to write a book to help women. She was going to explain, like, here's what I loved about the corporate world, and here's what I would definitely change about it to be more successful for women. And she realized after she wrote down all the things that this was actually a business plan. So she decided to take her life savings and to put that into action. She convinced 8 women to start this company with her, and she opened the doors in 1963, you guys. So we have been around now for we just celebrated our 60th anniversary, which is really exciting. And we have grown from 8 consultants in that 60 years to now we are about 160,000 consultants in 38 different countries worldwide. So we are a growing company. But here's what I love. Mary Kay did not do it to help herself income wise, right? She invested her life savings in order to put it into action. So she did it for the women. She wanted to help women become more financially successful and still be able to have all their priorities of God first, family second, and career third. And when you keep your life in this order, it just works out. So that was her philosophy and the philosophy of our company. So she's started 2 charitable foundations since there was an abundance of money with the growth. So with that charitable foundations, it supports cancer research for women type of cancers, as well as women and children of domestic violence. And ever since she started that foundation, Mary Kay has donated over $57 million to that foundation, you guys. Isn't that amazing? And then they have planted over 1 million trees in the United States as well with another program that they put into action. And then, of course, just the way that she structured her payout of her sales force, including the free cars that we could earn. She really is just here to help us women, which is pretty awesome. So when you support Mary Kay by washing your face with Mary Kay and purchasing the products, you are not only helping an independent woman such as myself become successful in her own Mary Kay business, but you're helping a company be able to do amazing things for the world in general. Okay, so that's a little bit about the company. Sorry, I like to teach you things. So I wonder if you knew any of those things. But anyway, let's get to the product that I sent you today. We have this year, did you know we became #1 in all of skincare and cosmetics in the direct selling industry? So you get to try a #1 brand tonight. How exciting is that? So we have 6 different skincare lines to choose from. And based on what you answered, I kind of customized this package for you. So this might not be exactly what I had sent you. However, this is what the majority of what I send to most people because it fits a genre of great different skin types. Okay, so the one thing you should have received from me is a TimeWise packet. So it will say TimeWise, or it could be a TimeWise repair line. So this is the miracle set, or you might have received the repair line from me if you are 40 and over. Okay, but today we're just going to focus on this one. But this one is the 401 cleanser is this first thing that we're going to start with. These are basically your daily, everyday skincare regimen. Okay, it has a night restore, it has a day defender, and then a moisturizer as well. So this is like your basic everyday thing that you should be using. And then I gave you 2 supplemental skincares that you can do on a more weekly basis and not necessarily daily. So the next one we're going to do is a microdermabrasion. It looks like this, okay, and it has a pore minimizer with it. I'll explain what it does as we go to do it. And then you have the charcoal mask as well. Oh, and you can't forget the eye cream. That's like one of the most important, right? That eye cream. Okay, so those are all the products that we are going to go over today. I have them in full size, but I just wanted to make sure that you got to see what you have in your packet. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start by washing our face with this 4-in-1 cleanser. Okay, now they are formulated in 2 formulas. One is for normal to dry skin and one is for combination to oily skin. Same with the moisturizer. If you have the packet that has the purple stripe on the back, that means you were given the one for combination to oily skin. If you have the one with the pink stripe on the back, that means you were given the one for normal to dry, like this one. Okay, so if you do have the wrong one for your skin type, it is not going to hurt your skin, but just know that we do have the other option that will be available to you if you choose that you loved anything that you got to try today and decide to purchase it. Okay, so that's the first one we're going to use. Now, one thing before we get started, I do want to let you know these packets, all this product is very concentrated, so you only need to use like maybe half of it. I'll tell you when you should use the whole packet, but for this line, you should only use half so you can at least get 2 uses out of it. Okay, so that's my first tip for you. We want you to be able to use this at least 2 times, once in the morning, once at night. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, if hopefully you have some scissors, might be hard to open that package as your hands get wet, but open up that package and then I have a squirt bottle, but you're going to get your face wet. Okay, so I'm going to do it with you. Okay, I think I'm pretty wet, like almost dripping wet is what you're looking for, okay? Okay, then we're gonna take some of this cleanser. This one is the clear one. It's for combination to oily skin. And this one kind of gets a little bit sticky if you do not have enough water, so do not be afraid of that water. But you're gonna go in an upward, outward motion and just kind of really get this for a whole minute. Now, what this does for your skin, Mary Kay's so smart, and this skincare is for women who are ages 20 to about 40. And if you think in that age range, right, we're like working or going to school, we might have kids, husbands, just a super busy schedule, and who has time for skincare? So she put 4 steps all in one, you guys. All right, which is pretty fun. Sorry, I had to get some more water because it wasn't lathering very well. There we go. It's starting to lather now. So the 4 steps, I'm going to share them with you because we got to do this for a whole minute. All right, so the 4 steps are: it cleans your skin of all the bad things that you get out in the environment. The second thing is, do you feel the exfoliating beads in here as you're rubbing? So these exfoliating beads, they actually are light enough that you could use this 2 times, once in the morning, once at night. But those beads, after they're done lightly exfoliating, will start to dissolve. And inside the beads is toner. So it releases toner, so you don't have to do that step after you wash your face. It is already in here. Isn't that amazing? And then the 4th step is a vitamin B3. And that vitamin B3 acts as a brightening agent for your skin and really just helps with like dark spots or uneven skin tone, basically. Okay, I think it's been a minute. So let's go ahead and get your wet washcloth. Now, it's okay if you don't get all of this off if you had some left over, because the next step, the microdermabrasion that we're going to do, is also done on a wet face. And then we can either go to the sink and like splash it off if you need to, but get as much as you can off. Okay. All right. You can pause me if I'm going too fast, okay? Pause and then come back and push start again. Okay, I think that's why I wanted to do it with you, so I could make sure I wasn't going too quick. All right, while my face is still wet, you're gonna open up this one right here that says microdermabrasion refine. All right, now this one you only use 2 times a week. So this is more of a supplemental skincare. So go ahead and use the whole entire sample because by the time you use it again, it's gonna be dried out. So it's okay to use the whole thing. Now this one is also done on a wet face. Like I love to leave this product in my shower and do it that 2 times a week while my face is like dripping wet. Okay, that would be my recommendation if you choose to purchase it long term. But you're going to take this and also do the same thing like you did with your cleanser, upward, outward motion for another minute. Now you'll notice this one feels a whole lot different. This one actually uses what's called an oxide microcrystal. And that oxide microcrystal exfoliates the top 4 layers of dead skin. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, why is this important to do? So your skin regenerates itself every 4 weeks. Did you know that? So basically the bottom layer of your skin will move up to the top layer of your skin, but this takes a whole 4 weeks for it to do that process. So anytime you change your skincare, you always want to give it a good 4 weeks before you really start seeing a difference, okay? That's just a little tip for you. But what this does is it removes the dead layer of skin with that oxide microcrystal, which is very refined, so it can't create it cannot, okay, create little micro tears in your skin like some ingredients can. Now, when you remove that dead skin, it triggers your body to renew the skin cells and make new ones. Okay, so after you do this 2 times a week, I would say for about 2 months, you will start to resurface the texture of your skin. So it helps remove like acne scarring. It cannot reach the dermis layer of your skin. So if you have an acne or any kind of scarring that went deep down into the dermis layer, it can't get that far. All right. Okay. So resurface the texture of your skin, remove acne scarring long term. Short term, like today, your face is going to feel like a baby's bottom, like super soft. That is the immediate thing that you'll notice that a microdermabrasion does. Now, this does not come off very well with just a washcloth. So I would encourage you to maybe pause me at this point and go ahead and go to the sink and splash this all off. Okay, you want to make sure you get all those crystals off. Then you can come back and with a dry face, by the way, you should dry after you get this off because the next step we're going to do is on a dry face. All right. Okay, so go ahead. Okay. Hopefully you're back. I think I got it all. I don't feel any more. I think we're good, but we do have to wait for it to dry. Okay. All right. So the next step we're going to do. Now we just cleansed your skin, right? Exfoliate it, toned it. We removed the top 4 layers of all the dead skin. So now we got our fresh skin. Now you'll notice that my face is a little bit red in that cheek area. You might notice that yourself. As well. And that is normal because we just scraped all the dead skin off and that rubbing brought some blood to the surface of our skin. Okay, that should go away by the time we're done with this facial. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is going to be the charcoal mask. This is like a detoxer for your pores. Okay, so your sample looks like this. Now, This one, you only use a maximum of 3 times a week. Now, today we're going to layer your microderm and your charcoal mask in one setting. So that way you get to try both of them. And it's okay. It's not going to hurt your skin if you do it one time. Okay. But if you decide to purchase any of these two products, you do want to alternate those on different days. So the one day, 2 days a week, you can do your microderm. 3 days a week, you can do your charcoal mask, but rotate them. Okay. On separate days. Now, what I love about this charcoal mask, what I want you to do is use the back of your hand. I think this jar is getting a little low. Yes. Okay, so that whole sample, put it on the back of your hand, just like this. Got it? And then I have a tool. This is a mask applicator. It's pretty amazing. You could use your fingers, but you're just going to take a little bit at a time. And I really want you to focus it in your T-zone. You'll notice that it has a mint smell to it. There's a mint extract, and that mint just acts as a cooling sensation as this dries to your face. Okay, but this activated charcoal is amazing. It acts like a magnet, and it pulls out 2 times the weight of itself of impurities from your pores. Okay, so if you have blackheads, dirts, oils, which we all do in our nose, so definitely focus it in on your nose area. Those will turn black as this mask dries. So the mask will actually start to dry to like a lighter gray. And then as the impurities start getting pulled from your pores, those will start to turn like black in those pore areas. It's kind of disgustingly fascinating. If you have, so I'm kind of going to be vulnerable with you guys because I'm showing you all my impurities and where they are. But it does need to dry for about 10 minutes minimum. Maximum is 20, depending on how thick you put it on. I'm getting a little low in my supply. And it dries really fast. So some normal sensations that you guys are going to see or feel, I should say, your face is going to feel really tight. That's normal by the end of the 10 minutes. Okay. It's going to feel so tight, pulling all that stuff out. And you might feel some tingling because as it pulls out all the stuff from your pores, it creates movement, right? And that movement kind of makes you want to be like, my nose itches a little bit. That's normal. And then, of course, that mint is in there just to kind of, give that cooling sensation for you as this dries. Now, here's another fun thing about this product is as it dries to your face, if you have any bacteria in your skin, which a lot of time acne carries bacteria, and those parts of your face will turn white if there is any bacteria there. So at the end of the 10 minutes before you rinse it off, I want you to analyze your mask and see where your black spots are. That could be dirts, oils, blackheads. And then white spots are potentially acne spots that are getting cleaned out. Kind of fascinating. So what happens is once you remove your mask, if you did have a white spot, just pay attention to where that white spot is, because in the next maybe day or 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there, it might come to a whitehead, so you can get rid of it faster. Okie dokie. Okay, you guys, I'm going to set a timer. Hopefully you got your mask fully applied by now. Let me set this timer. We got 10 minutes. Okay, the timer is set. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to screen share the paperwork in case for some reason you misplaced it or can't find it. You can at least see what I'm talking about. So we're going to get out your pen and paper, and we're going to start filling out your Mary Kay survey. You should see it on the screen right now. So this is the survey that I sent you. And we're going to use some of this 10 minutes to fill out some of it. So you're going to go ahead and put your name at the top and your phone number, which I might already have probably. And then I'm your consultant. So go ahead and write Jessica Fesky down there. Don't answer 1, 2, or 3 yet, because I want to wait till you're completely done with all the products that you get to try today before you get to answer those. But we will go down to number 4. So number 4 explains that you get an opportunity at a next appointment. Okay. At your second appointment, would you prefer to do a supplemental skincare? I call this, you guys, a skin cycling session or a hydro session. Basically, it's where you get to try a lot of other skincare products that you didn't get to try tonight. We have so many, it's really hard to do it in one session. Or if you're more of a glamour girl and you want foundation matching, and you want to learn about how to apply your eyeshadows and how to do highlighting and contouring and all that jazz of glamour, go ahead and circle glamour, because we could do that at a second appointment as well. And we also I send you that packet in the mail, and you can choose to do this with friends if you want. If you do it with friends, they will get this first session, which is the skincare, or you can do it alone. So circle your options on that. Then we're going to skip number 5 for just a moment, and we're going to go over to where this section right here. I'm going to give you guys about 3 of this 10 minutes to go ahead and fill this section out. The biggest compliment that you can give me is to share me with any of your friends, your family who you think deserve some pampering. I want you to think of the women who are overworked, underappreciated, just don't sit down very much and like put time into themselves, and you feel like they deserve that. You get to gift them a pampering package from you, but on me, and we include a $25 gift certificate that she gets to spend if she chooses to redeem it. Okay, so we're going to use 3 minutes. I would encourage you to open up your contacts, because nobody has phone numbers memorized these days, and just put their first name. I don't need last names, first name and their phone number. All right. Okay, you got 3 minutes to do that. I'll be quiet so you could focus on that. Okay, you have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. How's your face feeling? Nice and tight? Mine sure is. All right, time's up. Hopefully you reached your full 10. If for some reason you did not reach your full 10, feel free to finish filling the rest of those out. That way you can bless as many as you possibly can. Now we got 4 minutes left with your facial mask on. So it should be feeling quite tight, but we'll wait about 4 more minutes before we take it off. So what we're gonna do next is before we answer number 5, okay, we're gonna go back to number 5, but before you answer that, I always like to share the business side of Mary Kay because you guys, I told you my story in Mary Kay in the very beginning and how I came into it and how much of a blessing it is. So I don't want to assume that Mary Kay is not for you. So if you flip over your Mary Kay survey, on the back of it, you should see this picture right here. It has pictures of the cars that you could earn, and it tells you how much profit you can make depending on how much time and effort you want to put into a Mary Kay business, and just a lot of fun facts about Mary Kay. I'm going to quickly share in this next like 3.5 minutes some of my favorite things about Mary Kay and briefly how it works. So that way you are a little bit informed and can decide if you want to learn even more information because maybe this is for you. And if it's not, at least you're learning about it, and there might be somebody in your circle of influence that you can send my way. I would love to train them and teach them how to do this business. Okay, so first of all, we have 3 forms of income in Mary Kay. Okay, we make income from our sales. Did you know that we make 50% of everything that we sell as a beauty consultant? So what does this mean? That means that we also get 50% off our own products. This is why I started Mary Kay, right? I wanted all the things. I want all of it. So I really needed that 50% off discount. But if you choose to go sell the product to somebody, let's say you sold $100, it's only going to cost you 50 to order that, but that other 50 goes in your pocket the same day that you sell it. So that's the first way that we make money. My favorite part about sales is the product that we're selling here in Mary Kay is consumable. And so when it's consumable, that means that people are using it on a daily basis and they run out. And so you will have a reordering customer base when you start to do this more long term, which is great residual income. Okay, the second way that we make money is through, I call them love checks. Okay, they are the pink checks that come from Mary Kay. They're actually no longer checks anymore, they're direct deposits, but it is commission from our team. So, for example, it is my job. I cannot service all the facials here in the United States. Okay, it is physically impossible, and I don't want to be a shipping center. But what I can do is I could tell somebody about this business. They can decide if it's there, they want to do it. Then they start to gain all the customers that I just did not have time for. And they get to service those customers, make their 50% profit. But it takes time to mentor you and to help you be successful. And so every time a person on your team orders from the company to service either themselves or their customers, the company takes a portion of their 50% profit and pays the mentor. So I see that as a paycheck to train people, right? That's pretty cool. You can make anywhere from 4% all the way up to 23%, depending on how many people you have on your team. So that is the second way that we make money in Mary Kay. And the third way that we make money in Mary Kay is through the cars, the free car program. So these are the 3 levels of cars that you can earn in Mary Kay. We have a Chevy Trax that you could earn, a Chevy Equinox, a pink Cadillac, and of course, as a national sales director, you could earn that pink Escalade. Woo, that's the timer. But let me finish this up before we wash your face. So that pink Escalade, okay? So how it works is when you earn a car with Mary Kay, it's brand spanking new. They actually make it for you. Every car that I have picked up has had less than 5 miles on it. It is so exciting. Prior to Mary Kay, all my cars were like used, okay? And probably about 50,000 miles or more, but new to me, right? So Mary Kay, thank you, Mary Kay. They do pay all the taxes, the license, the registration, and 85% of your insurance on your vehicle when you earn a car with Mary Kay. That's so exciting. Now, let's say you need a truck or you need an SUV that has a third row seat because you got a lot of kids or you're a soccer mom. If that's the case, you could take the cash option at any level. And that's what that 425 stands for in the Chevy Trax. If you choose not to take the car and just take the cash, they will actually pay you $425 a month for 2 years in replace of the car. That's pretty awesome. So then you can go and take that money and make your own car payment, your own insurance, whatever you choose. So that's the third way that we make money in Mary Kay, because you guys, that's separate from your paycheck. And that just in itself has truly helped my family save a lot of money. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to tell you is how easy it is to get started. There is a starter kit down here. Okay, it comes with all this product. So this miracle set that you're using today, the whole thing is included. 2 formulas, one for normal to dry skin, one for combination to oily. You get a satin hand set, you get an oil-free eye makeup remover, you get, actually they changed this a little bit. You also get a microdermabrasion now, and I think you get a microderm. I don't know about the satin hands anymore. Sorry, this, I forgot, they needed to edit this. And you get 5cc cream foundations. I know that for sure, but it's equivalent of about $400 in products, and it only costs you $90. Plus, you also can get a $35 e-start. So technically how it works is you get the $35 e-start. If you flip over the back of your second page that I gave you, this one right here, you will be able to see all the options. So basically you have to start with a $35 starter kit. I see that as your Costco membership, right? If you're going to shop at Costco, they're like, you got to pay our membership every year. In Mary Kay, it is not yearly. You just pay it one time. And then that gives you a personal website for your customers, your friends, family to order directly from you on your personal website comes with that. You get a back office to your Mary Kay In Touch. That's how you order from Mary Kay, keep track of your customers, get training. You get customer support, you get literature, some samples, not a whole lot of them. You get a catalog and a consultant number. Now that's the first thing that you order. And then you can decide if you want to add on the Starter Kit Pro that I was telling you about. So this is a more updated version of the product that you get in that starter kit. And then you could also, if you wish, choose to do the sample add-on, which gives you about enough samples to facial 30 women. Okay, so that's how you get started. You just order that and then I start training you. So real quick, we're gonna go back to your Mary Kay survey before we wash your face. And I want you to circle them on number 5 if you would be willing to help me in some training. So I want to become a national sales director. So I have to get really good about answering people's questions about the business. So I would love to have the opportunity to speak with you for like an extra 30 minutes on a scheduled time. We hop on a Zoom, or if you're not comfortable with that, even just a phone call is fine. If you're open to that, go ahead and circle yes. And I am not above bribery. Please. No, it just allows me to help make sure you have an informed information before you can make a decision. But I can give you a lip gloss or an eyeshadow of your choice for that 30 minutes because I know your time is valuable. So circle which one you would prefer. And then right now, without doing that extra 30 minutes, on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me what your interest level is. 10 is why not? It's $35. Like that's a Costco membership. Let's just see what I can do with it. I might just get the products for myself, and who knows? I might have some friends and family that I can sell to in the future as well. That's a 10. Sign me up. 1 is no, thank you. I just prefer to be a customer, and that's totally fine too, because we need customers just the same. But I do say you can't say 5. Okay, 5 is crossed out. That's not an option. 5 is sitting on the fence. 5 is painful. It's really painful to sit on a fence. Okay, you have to pick a side. So you can't mark 5 because I really just don't know what that means. All right, you guys, so that is our paperwork. Your face should be feeling really tight by now, but it should be completely dry. Are we ready to take this off? So I wanted you to analyze it. Look, I have a white spot, but guess what? That white spot is a mole. So it's not a zit. It's not going to go anywhere, but there must be some bacteria in there. I might have a little white spot right there. But other than that, it's mostly like the black speckles, and I am oily skinned. So a lot of this is probably oil coming out of my pores, maybe some blackheads, dirt, but kind of fascinating, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh man, I gotta stand up real fast to get a cloth. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so you're gonna take your cloth, okay? You're gonna get your cloth all wet. This is the one that I supplied you in your bag, and you're gonna open it up really big, as big as you can make it go. We need to re-wet this whole mask. So you're gonna go ahead and lay it on your face just like this, and then pat it all down. Plus it kind of feels good. And then you just peel it off. You get to see a jack-o'-lantern of your face. And then you just take the rest of it. Go ahead and wipe this all off. Comes off fairly easily. Now, after we get this charcoal mask off, everything else we're going to do is just to rehydrate your skin and get your skin ready, either for the day or for bed, whatever time of day it is that you are watching. I'm going to give you both options. Because you have a day routine and a night routine as far as the moisturization process goes. Okay, so after you use the charcoal mask, you guys, it is very important to rehydrate your skin. So there is a product called a moisturizing, a Renew moisturizing gel mask. Okay. I did not give it to you in your packet because we're going to use a different moisturizer today to moisturize. But I do encourage you, if you do plan to purchase the charcoal mask, to also invest in that moisture renewing gel mask, because that is a mask that you could then, now that you removed the charcoal mask, put on for 10 minutes. And then it helps just renew all the moisture, because the charcoal doesn't know what's good and bad. It just pulls everything out. So it's really important to renew your moisture. Okay. You could also sleep in that if you do it at nighttime. The gel mask, you could just let it sit on there, and instead of removing it after 10 minutes, just sleep in it, but then remove it in the morning when you wash your face. Okay. Okay. But today, the next thing we're going to do, now that your face is all dried and it's all cleaned off, we're going to go ahead and open up your Time Wise eye cream. Now, this eye cream is sold separately from the Miracle set that you're trying today. But it's really important to add to your everyday skincare regimen. Okay. So you're going to take that eye cream and put a little bit, like a dime size of it, on your finger. And then you're just going to stipple, is what they call it, and put it everywhere underneath your eyes, and put it on top of your brow bone right here. The skin around your eyes is the thinnest skin on your body. So it is the driest. And dryness equals wrinkles. This is why it's the first thing to wrinkle as we get older. Okay, perfect. All right, then the next one we're going to do, we are going to go back to this big sample that I gave you and this leftover small one. Okay, so if it is daytime right now and you need to get ready for the day, the first one I want you to use is this one. It's called the Pore Minimizer. Now, you know, on mine, how you saw, like on my charcoal mask, how you saw it was all like dark right here in this T-zone area. I want you to put your Pore Minimizer, this is a serum, everywhere in where you had your bigger pores, okay, that needed to be cleaned out. Now, what a pore minimizer does is it actually, here's your pores, okay? You cannot squeeze your pores together. Those are your genetics. But what you can do with a pore minimizer is it plumps up the edge of your pores to give you the appearance that your pores are smaller. And because they're plumped, not as much stuff can get in the in your pores when you're out in the environment during the day. So this is a daytime routine, and it's just a serum that you add. So go ahead and put that on. I am not putting that on because I'm going to do the nighttime routine tonight. So this if you're doing the nighttime routine, would be the first thing that you're going to put on. So if you're joining me in the nighttime, I want you to take this sample, and it's called the Nighttime Recovery. It's right here on the very end. It might have been folded over. So open that flap up. Remember to just use half of that sample. Now, go ahead and squeeze that out. But I wanted you to see in the full size bottle, these little beads inside here. Okay. Those beads, when you squirt this out, actually break open so you don't see the beads, and it just ensures that you're getting the fresh vitamins such as polypeptides, antioxidants, omega-3s. There's also an ingredient called resveratrol, which is just a great age-fighting ingredient, a little bit less potent than retinol because this is designed for women 20 to 40, where you don't necessarily need to correct aging like what retinol does, but just the prevention of the aging process is what resveratrol does. So that's in here. Now, you want this to go on first, the serum, because we want it to soak deep down into the skin before you moisturize. Okay, now, if you're doing the daytime routine, after you got that pore minimizer on, instead of using the night serum, I actually am going to have you do your antioxidant moisturizer next, because that goes on before your day defender. So it's a little bit different of order of application from day to night. So go ahead and take this antioxidant moisturizer, which is in this packet right here. You're going to go ahead and just use half so you have a second use out of it. Like that much is plenty for your whole face. And you're going to rub that everywhere. So antioxidant, did you guys know why that is so important to be in your skincare? Any skincare that says it has antioxidants in it are good. Use it. There are free radicals out in the environment that like to land on your skin. And if you do not take care of them and remove them, they can create cancer. They can create dark spots, uneven skin tone, a bunch of damage to your skin. You don't want that. But guess what kills a free radical? Antioxidants. So we want antioxidants in our moisturizer, because when we're out in the environment, if it has antioxidant in it, if one of those lands on our skin, it is going to be taken care of before it even gets a chance to attach to our skin. Okay, so if it's daytime, you're going to then take your daytime defender. This is SPF 30. Do not get it in your eyeballs, okay? But you're going to take half of your skincare packet, and you're going to go ahead and put that all over on top of your moisturizer. So it's reverse order. Daytime, day defender goes on top of moisturizer. Nighttime, serum, the recovery goes underneath the moisturizer. Okay, got that? All right, you guys, that's everything. So I am going to quickly have you go back to we're going to go back to the screen share. We're going to quickly go back to your Mary Kay survey for me. And now that you finished all your products, I want you to answer for me. Did you have fun today? I sure hope so. And then what was your favorite product that you tried? And I'm sure you don't remember the names of everything. So I'm going to stop screen sharing in just a minute and go over those. And then if money were of no objects, what sets were your favorite? So I'm going to switch to this screen right here because this is my set sheet. So if you decide that you do not want to become a consultant and you just want to become a good customer of mine, this is a special that is for you. And because you got to do this facial with me, you get access to these. These are secrets. You can't tell anybody. They have to get a facial with me in order to get these special deals. Okay. So the very first product that I sent you guys today was either two options. I either sent you this one, which is your miracle set. Okay. That miracle set was your 4-in-1 cleanser, your moisturizer, antioxidant moisturizer, your day and your night serums. Okay. Now, you could write, if you're somebody who is just like, you know what, I just really need a very simple, basic regimen right now. Maybe because of your budget, who knows what the reason is, but this is basics. I just need cleanser, moisturizer, and get on that good system. That's called basic. So if you like that one, you can just write basic under the set sheet that you like. Okay. Then if you were to decide that you also like this day and night and you want to add it to that, that's what they call this the miracle set. It creates miracles for your skin, you guys. It truly does. So this one normally from the catalog right here is 116 and it counts as 2 sets, just so you guys know. Now, if you're over 40, there's a good possibility that I sent you the repair line, which actually just has the advanced lifting serum and the eye cream included in the set. And the night cream has retinol. So that one has a 5th product in there that the other one does not provide. So this one actually counts as 4 sets, plus it has the retinol, so a little bit more intense ingredients for age fighting for sure. It's more of a corrector, a repair. It's called the repair line, right? So if that is you, that set actually counts as 4 sets, okay, instead of 2. So the other product that I sent you today was this Microderm Abrasion Plus set, which is your pore minimizer and your microderm abrasion. So these two together, remember that microderm abrasion kind of felt like the sandpaper, right? And you rubbed it all over your face, rinsed it off. That one you could use 2 times a week. And then this one is the pore minimizer. And that one you could use every morning if you wish to minimize the size of your pores. Now, another set that I gave you today was your mix and mask set. You got to try the charcoal mask, but we talked about the moisture renewing gel mask that I encourage people to get if they get the charcoal. Okay, we call that the mix and mask because you get your cleansers and then you got your deep detox is what I call it, charcoal mask, and then you got your moisture renewing gel cream. So those are all of the products that I did send you to try today, but just see that there's other options available to you if you're somebody in the market for needing new makeup. We got foundation sets, we got boosters, we got serum C's you can choose from. Really, retinol is a good option. But here's how the set sheet works. I just want to let you know real quick before we end here. And how this works is, if you do the Cadillac special, if you're like, you know what, I need to just change everything in my whole entire skincare line, you can choose 8 sets. We call that the Cadillac special. You get to choose any 8 sets. So for example, this repair line already counts as 4 of those 8, right? And then let's say that you really wanted to add in this Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5. You guys, those are the 2 sets that I do use on a daily basis. Okay, those 2, because I am over 40. So now you're up to 6 sets in those 2. And then let's say that you wanted to add a booster, which I also use 2 boosters every morning. The ones that I use are the H&A plus ceramide and this Frolic brightener and niacinamide brightener. Basically, it helps with dark spots and just brightening up your skin tone. So that would be your 7th set, right? And then maybe you need foundation. That would be a foundation primer, foundation, and a tool, for example. So if you were to get all of that, normally if you add all these up, right, 250 or 215 plus 120 plus 76 plus 61, that is way more than $3.99. So you're actually saving equivalent of about $82 in free products when you get it in this set, the Cadillac Special. Okay, but if you're like, that's too many sets for me, you can go down to the Queen, which is any 6 sets, so 2 sets less. You get that one for $2.99, saving you about $61 in free stuff. And then you have the Princess Special, which ideally that's what I sent you in your packet today, was the Princess Special. So any 4 sets, like that Miracle set, the charcoal mask, the mix and mask, and the microdermabrasion. So all of those would be $1.99 today, saving you a total of $44. And then the smallest packages, you get to choose any 2 sets on this sheet and you get it for $99. I do want you to see that this one says 116 and it counts as 2 sets. So if you're just like, you know what, I just want to try the Miracle set, you get it for $99 today. Whoop, whoop. And then you might have been offered a gift card if you are the hostess with the mostest, then you get that. But if you were not offered that, I apologize. You do not get that. You could, if you decide that you want to do a pampering session with me and bring 2 friends, then I give you that. Okay. All right, you guys. So go ahead and go back to your Mary Kay survey, if you will, for me, and finish filling that out with your favorite sets. And if there's anything that you would like to purchase, that opportunity is available to you, but there are no obligations. There's one favor now that you have your facial done. Can I ask you one favor? That's the best way to phrase it. Could you take a picture of that Mary Kay survey for me and send it to me so I can get credit for your facial today? I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye bye.